Di na, okay na ko. Di, itugnaw ko.
Ano pa?
Ayos lang ko. Hindi lang importante. Ayun lang, yeah.
Gusto ko tumami na kita papicture.
Ayun ito, nindot kayo na.
Islet in dark.
Kita three.
Nakalagay castle, oh. Babaw.
It's a castle in there, guys.
Wealthy California heiress,
1920.
purchased the head of the bay, including the island, a total of 230 acres, for a reported $250,000. She wanted to build a
Kaliguan
summer
mo,
home that
mga
fit well
baybayon,
into
no?
the Alpine
Dagang
surroundings.
mga, ano?
Because Apple Bay
Dagang
is so
mga,
much like a Scandinavian
sure ba?
fjord, she decided that a Viking castle would be most appropriate.
Guys, good.
And her designer architect
Good, yeah. Thank you, sir.
Denmark, Norway, Sweden, and Finland to study the Scandinavian architecture of old churches, homes, and castles. Structures dating back 1,200 years that would be faithfully reproduced in the building of Mrs. Knight's Castle in the Sky. Construction began in the fall of 1928, with the workers laying the main foundation before the winter snows came. They returned in the spring of 29, nearly 200 strong, carpenters, craftsmen, and laborers setting up camp at the construction site. The stones used in the castle were carved from the canyon in the back of the house, and other building materials were brought in by boat from South Tahoe. It was hard work and long hours, but finally, in August of 1929, Viking's home was completed, and to this day is judged to be one of the finest examples of Scandinavian architecture in North America. On her Scandinavian trip, Mrs. Knight had also planned to purchase antique furniture for the castle. Her intent was to furnish the castle with original pieces, but the ones she most wanted were historical, and the various Scandinavian countries would not allow them to be removed. Well, she wanted them to look the same, so Mrs. Knight had craftsmen working from photographs and sketches duplicate the articles she wanted. Their work was so skillful that collectors today have difficulty in distinguishing them from the originals. This 34-room summer cottage is U-shaped, with two wings going off the back of the castle and forming a courtyard. The roofs of these wings are lead sheet and covered with sod on which grass and wildflowers grow, creating natural insulation, a characteristic feature of old Scandinavian design. The second floor is devoted mainly to guest bedrooms, except for the right front corner, the location of Mrs. Knight's bedroom. However, her favorite room was the screened-in room on the third floor above her bedroom, where she spent most evenings. The entranceway leads into the main living room. The right front corner of the main floor is the dining room. On the left front corner is a turret, or the South Tower, which is a library. On the floor of that library is a round, hand-woven cashmere rug, valued then at $30,000. Throughout the 1930s and 40s, the famous came to visit Viking's home to while away the summer as guests of Mrs. Knight. Among them were Will Rogers and Charles Lindbergh. Mrs. Knight is said to have helped Lindy finance his historic flight across the Atlantic in the spirit of St. Louis. Today, Viking's home is owned and administered by the California Department of Parks. During the summer season, the castle is open for walking tours from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. every half hour. By the way, to the left of the castle, you'll see a stream entering the bay. That's Eagle Creek, which flows down from Eagle Falls, located on the side of the mountain just up behind the castle.
Where are you going? Where are you going? Dos picas.
Mas pikas.
Yeah. Sorry, I lost it for a while.
Ako po, ini ko katagawas.
Kita man rin, okay na. Kaya ako mag...
Mag-live ka?
Yeah, dili.
Record lang.
Record lang. Kini may importante yan. Gapon ako nagdumutan ito. Tapos si Mabaw nagtakadool karon.
Akong gibuhat, akong gipato ko sa cellphone dere.
Picture na ko ani ron. Selfie.
Again, at Fannin Island, you'll see a small bay where several times each
Hala.
summer, Mrs. Knight and the servant rowed her and her guests that system up the path of stone stairs to the tea house, a 16-foot square stone structure with miniature fireplace, 4 windows, table, and chairs. A light lunch and tea with high society chit-chat held past a summer afternoon. Such was the life of the idol-rich Tahoe engaged.
Ha?
Pinoy din.
Oo. Ito na yung gibuhatan yung castle ito. Ito na yung Mabaw.
Mo ba?
Oh, castle na. Ito na.
Labit daw, no?
Asa?
Yung Mabaw.
Hala na.
Oo. Gipalit din yun yung gibuhang castle. Alright, for now guys, work out.